So today, guys, we are going to start a quick series of myasthenia gravis here, and we will talk about some few NEET PG type previous year questions, and I have included all the various aspects of myasthenia gravis in this topic. So let's now move. The first question is, which of the following is not seen in the myasthenia gravis? Guys, this is a clinical question. That's why I put this. Guys, we all know myasthenia gravis is it's a autoimmune disease, and this is a pure motor weakness, and this is a pure motor weakness. And it's a descending paralysis. As you all know, it starts from the extraocular muscles and it descends. This is a descending paralysis. If you compare and contrast this disease, it will opposite to GBS. GBS is ascending paralysis. It is a ascending paralysis. Okay, guys. So, guys, remember only one thing. Myasthenia gravis is the example of external ophthalmoplegia. It does not involve internal muscles like pupils, like sphincter pupillae or ciliaris. So, accommodation and pupillary reflex both are absolutely normal. So, the answer is this. And you all know it's a periodic weakness. In the morning, the patient is okay. In the evening, the patient becomes symptomatic. So this is why I'm mentioning this. There are only three examples of pure motor weakness. One is myopathy, one is myasthenia gravis, one is motor neuron disease. The disease which is both motor and sensory is spinal cord. The answer here is myelopathy. Myelopathy is disease of spinal cord. This is why I'm including this slide, because diagnostic test is very important in myasthenia gravis. Because it's a basically you can say it's an electrical diagnosis, because we diagnose with this help. So the most sensitive test is single fiber EMG. So answer here is single fiber EMG is most sensitive. But antibodies against acetylcholine receptor is the most specific. This is the question of INI, NEET, both. They've asked this question multiple times. The most specific test is antibodies against acetylcholine receptor. Guys, this is a question which was asked in NEET 2019. मेरे क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था कि drugs which are not safe in myasthenia gravis. That's why I have included this question. So guys, simple trick is fat men need CBC, because जो लोग मोटे होते हैं they are frequently get suffered, they frequently get sick, they need their complete blood count CBC. As simple as that. First is fluoroquinolone, which are not safe. Second is A for aminoglycosides and T for tetracyclines. MAN stands for macrolides. So guys, you can see the safest drug is beta-lactam. Beta-lactam are the most safest drug. Need for neuromuscular blockers such as succinylcholine. ये नहीं देना है. And CBC stand for clindamycin, colistin. B stand for beta blocker. C stand for calcium channel blocker, and most important is chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine. Guys, please remember this. This is a very important topic. So that's why it is unsafe. This is unsafe. This is unsafe. The most safest drug is rifampicin. The most safest drug. This is question I have included. Which of the following is least seen with thymoma? This is thymoma. I have गलत slide आ गई. Thymoma. Because thymoma is always read with myasthenia gravis, because the most common association of thymoma is myasthenia gravis. This is the most common association. Second most common is pure red cell aplasia, and third most common is hypogammaglobulinemia. So hypercalcemia is not seen. So answer here is hypercalcemia. It is not seen. It is seen with squamous cell carcinoma of lung. And please remember this, it's the most common paraneoplastic syndrome overall. तो दिस स्लाइड ये मैंने खुद ने बनाई है दोस्तों, इसको एक बार देख लें ढंग से, बिकॉज ये कहीं नहीं मिलेगी आपको. ये मैंने कंपेयर एंड कॉन्ट्रास्ट किया है between this both two. It's a post-synaptic defect. It's a pre-synaptic defect between PYQ channel, which is the calcium channels. Here, भले disease कितनी भी progress कर जाए, this they have normal deep tendon reflexes, while here they can reduce or absent. This is very important. In myasthenia gravis, the patient is absolutely normal in the morning, gets worse in the evening. So that's why this is worse with activity. It's improved with activity. And this is a very important question. अगर नीट में क्वेश्चन आएगा तो क्वेश्चन ये आएगा. It presents with autonomic dysfunction in the case of Lambert-Eaton syndrome. And fourth, you all know it's a PNS and it's an autoimmune disease. And this is very important. On nerve conduction velocity, it shows decremental response. मतलब क्योंकि all this choline has been utilized, so response नहीं आएगा. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? Incremental response, and this is known as Dois sign. Dois sign. ठीक है guys? इतना important नहीं है, but याद कर लें, आ सकता है सिंगल लाइनर में. So here the treatment of choice is pyridostigmine, steroids and azathioprine, because this disease has a high risk. 100% चांस होता है कि पेशेंट रिलैप्स करेगा, इसलिए हम देते हैं साथ में इम्यूनोसप्रेसेंट. Here the drug of choice is 3,4-diaminopiridine, which is a potassium channel blocker. तो आपको पता है it will cause depolarization and release of calcium channels. So that's why इसका आप हो सकता है स्क्रीनशॉट ले लें. ये सिंगल लाइनर मैंने डाल दिया माइस्थेनिया के. It has a snarling face appearance along with descending paralysis. Paralysis is also seen with two diseases. One is diphtheria and one is botulism. ये मैंने पहले बता दिया आपको. These are absolutely normal. This is very important. This is very very important. 75% लोगों के अंदर there is thymic abnormalities, but only 10% has thymomas. Thymomas सिर्फ 10% में होता है. And remissions are never complete, but can occur spontaneously. इसलिए हम देते हैं साथ में immunosuppressant to prevent relapses. And this is a very important question of NEET PG. ये उनका फेवरेट क्वेश्चन है. ये क्वेश्चन तो ये इनका फेवरेट है. ये इनका बिल्कुल तकिया कलाम टाइप का क्वेश्चन है. ये हमेशा डालते रहते हैं. कहाँ पे नहीं करनी थाइमेक्टोमी. अगर बच्चा है या बुढ़ा है नहीं करनी. अगर ओकुलोमाइस्थेनिया तो नहीं करनी. व्हाट इज ओकुलोमाइस्थेनिया? इफ द माइस्थेनिया इज लोकलाइज्ड टू द एक्स्ट्राओकुलर मसल्स फॉर मोर देन 3 years, मोर देन इक्वल टू 3 years तक अगर आंखों में रहता है तो इट्स ओकुलोमाइस्थेनिया. व्हाट इज मस्क एंटीबॉडी? इट्स अ मसल स्पेसिफिक काइनेटिक एंटीबॉडी. अगर ये है तो देयर इज नो रोल ऑफ थाइमेक्टोमी. हियर द ड्रग ऑफ चॉइस इज रिटुक्सिमैब. ये भी आप लिख लें. यहाँ पे शायद लिखा ही नहीं होगा नोट्स में. आप लिख लें ये रिसेंट एडवांसेस है रिटुक्सिमैब. और ये थाइमोमा. थाइमोमा बेसिकली मैंने इसलिए लिखा दिया यहाँ पे आपको क्योंकि ये आप कहीं नहीं पढ़ते. पहली बात तो ये, इसके लिए हम करते हैं मसाउ का स्टेजिंग. इसके लिए हम करते हैं मसाउ का स्टेजिंग करते हैं इसके लिए. वो सब पता है. इसके अंदर होती है मायोइड सेल्स which serves as an autoantigen, and this is I have told you the most common association is myasthenia gravis, second is pure dysplasia, and third is hypogammaglobulinemia which is known as good syndrome. इसको हम बोलते हैं good syndrome, and इसके एब्सेस को बोलते हैं Dubois sepsis, and then is CCT is the infection of choice. Guys 5 मिनट के अंदर रिवाइज हो गया आपका myasthenia gravis. खत्म. बेस्ट ऑफ लक.